I'm not gonna make it very far in this. This was a little spooky for a blue, but and up and over. Hey crew, welcome back. We are going to hit up the bike park today for the first time in, I want to say it's been like 3 months. Maybe not that long, but it's been a while. And we are going to show you guys the 3 best blue routes from top of Fitz chair down to Whistler Village. And there'll be different variations of this that you can do, but these are 3 of my favorites. And you know, you could do all of BLine or all of Crank It Up down to the bottom, but I like to mix things up a little bit and have a little variety in each of my runs, so that is why I chose these routes. There's a lot of bonus terrain on the sides of these runs. I think, you know, bang for buck blues are pretty fun trails in the bike park, regardless of whether it's what level you're at, what level you're aspiring to, or like myself, I'm injured and or recovering from injury. They're a good trail to actually get out and keep riding with a little more tension value and a little more variety than say a green run like Easy Does It. So let's get up the hill. We'll hit kind of a techie single track route, kind of a Bermie flowy route, and then a jumpy route. Disclaimer, I've already been up the hill. The jumpy route didn't pan out. Crank It Up was closed, 3/4 of it. So we had to modify. So I will include a Crank It Up lap at the end of this video, just so you can see what it's all about if you've been in a cave and never been on Crank It Up, if you've been in the bike park or have never heard of it. It is one of the more popular, if not the most popular, jump trail in the bike park, especially for just getting going. Everything's really friendly. You can have a lot of fun. If you're an advanced rider, you just turn it up a notch, and there's some bonus features and stuff on there as well. Let's get up there. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. I forgot to mention in that intro to check out what a difference a day makes. So this lineup shot that I'm showing right now is from Sunday, October 5th. And it goes snaking through the village. It's quite big. It reminds me of like an opening lineup or a closing day lineup or a closing day weekend lineup on a nice weather. But it's, well, I guess it is almost closing weekend, next weekend. And then check out today. Quite a difference. Okay guys, this is BLine to Funshine, Smoke and Mirrors, Wednesday Night Delight. I'll talk you through them as we hit them. Good one up. And into Smoke and Mirrors. And up and over. Oh, jeez. I got caught out on a root there. I almost went down. All right, into Bluseum we go. Ooh, geez, wrong line. Little rock roll here. This one's a little spooky for a blue, but it rolls nice. You just got to be ready for the corner at the bottom. There. Okay, this is Devil's Club. Just after Wednesday Night Delight. Smack! Can skid into a lot of those corners. Some woodwork on this one. Nothing too skinny or high. Ooh, dark in here. Slow down a bit, give these guys some room. Okay, now we head across the road into Longhorn down to Hornet. Okay, this is Naughty Hands. Naughty Hands is it's spicy for a blue in the wet, I will say. Then we'll duck up into Hornet. Now there's a pull here that you can do, a little double. Super manageable when you're not a train wreck like me, right there. And then that one as well. So most of these blues that we're riding in this video have little alternates too, that little bonus lines that you can graduate to. Okay, so we're gonna duck up here to get to Ninja. Okay, this is your cornering trail, peeps. Where I go bad to feel about my cornering skills. Or where I go to feel bad. Sorry, can't spoke right now. Pretty fun. Pumpy, Bermie. Oh geez. Zig and a zag there. Ooh! Hit my pedal on that rock. So as you can see, Samurai Pizza Cat's closed. That would be my preferred route. But World Cup single track's fun. Especially when we're riding the blue train. I think this one we do on men's night, and you try to no break it, which is beyond my skill level. I always freak out coming into the last corner. Not this one, but this one. Yeah, like no, no, no. But yeah, so that's a fun one. Pretty smooth, pretty mellow. And that puts us on to one of the funner blues on the mountain. And this is Ho Chi Minh. Ooh, a couple doubles there. Surprised I hit those. Ho Chi Minh is another lesson in cornering.
clean the camera. If you can get the flow in that section right there, it's unbelievable. So fun. So you do start running out of blue options once you get down here towards the lower part of Fitz. So we've got like Crank It Up, Heart of Darkness, Longhorn, Hornet, Naughty Hands, and then we have some greens. So oh, you could do the dual slalom way too, I guess. But we'll continue on our cornering theme. Okay, so like I said, you kind of start running out of blue options down here. Kind of stuck with Hornet. We'll do the opposite line on Naughty Hands here. Go around this way. It's pretty greasy in here today. Actually, that line might be better. It's a little more fall line for people who are on the blue scale. Yeah, let's keep going down here. So that was Hornet right there. Keep going down that, but continuing on with the berms. This is a bit of Easy Does It. I think we'll do Hornet now though. Easy Does It gets a little flat after that. So again, it's double right here. Could have pulled for that right there actually. It's got no shoulder. You guys won't be able to tell from the footage, but I've been doing push-ups off my bars. I've got no strength holding me up. Yeah, I've got no strength holding me up, so I'm collapsing into my bars a lot. All right, fantastic to out of sight. Down into Crank It Up. Now you can do all of Crank It Up. And you can do all of BLine. But for me, these are the best mixtures of all of those. So you get a little more variety. Cat's Meow there on your right if you want to go work on some skills. So you got a little chunky rock garden there, you got some berms, a little jump. Oh, the skinny. I'm not gonna make it very far in this. Ah! That's a tough one. Fun but tough. Fantastic carries on down there. You can head up into out of sight and get a little more kind of techie. Then you have some options here on what you want to hit. Either the big side, a little side, or no side. So now again, you can carry on around this little gazebo and skip the stimulator or go right there. And then it dumps you back out and to crank it up. And for those that don't know, for some reason, Crank It Up is like the most popular trail in the bike park. Even more so than A-Line, because it's a little more friendly. It's kind of a blue tabletop jump trail. So yeah, if you want to get your jumping figured out, this is a good one. So you can head down right there and follow Crank It Up proper, or go into Joyride Jump Park here. See that guy just go off. There's a high side on the right, low sides on the left, and then we'll duck into Crank It Up just after the park, I think. Maybe it might be closed, actually. Let's go see. This bottom part might be shut. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, we'll scooch over. So normally you could go right down there to crank it. Let's puts a little damper on my tour for you guys. So we would be doing Crank It Up down to Heart of Darkness, but this way we'll jump into BLine. So this is kind of mid BLine, which where we came out, we would have kept going on this instead of dumping into Bluseum. And then this is Wednesday night delight here. There's a lot of people hanging out here. Go Wednesday. You can gap those too. Okay, well, we'll do a lower BLine, and at the end of the video I'll put in a Crank It Up lap, just in case you've never seen it and you're wanting to do blue jump trail. And BLine's a fun one too for a whole lap, but I just find with the options I'm showing you, you get a little more variety. So we kind of had a Bermie one with Ho Chi Minh and Ninja Cougar and Karate Monkey. Then we kind of had a tech one with BLine into Funshine Rolly Drops, Samurai Pizza Cat. And this is a little bit of everything. Not much tech on BLine, but then you can carry on BLine here, or get this last fun bit of Ho Chi Minh. BLine kind of just goes down the fire road, so I would do this. let's go. We'll hit Heart of Darkness at the bottom of Crank It Up. See how smashed it is. Like I said, it being the most popular jump trail in the bike park, believe it or not, even over A-Line. Hi there. It gets pretty worked, and because, well, A-Line gets worked too, but I think even more so because a lot of people maybe aren't bike park savvy on this one. They're maybe breaking a bit more than, oh yeah, than somebody with a little more skill would be. That's what I'm trying to say. A-Line gets just as bad though. Kind of ride the insides and the outsides if you want to try and smooth it out. Fork's starting to sound a little clapped. All right, so that was the bottom. That's Heart of Darkness. Kind of come out under that from Crank It Up. Here we go, first lap. Crank it up. Moon dusty already. Yeah, buddy. Keep going, bud. Yeah, bud. Oh, first bike lap. Back with it. Just talking to myself. So awesome. Whoa!